Hey, and welcome back. Today we're going to play Saints Row 3. It follows Saints Row 2. At the end of Saints Row 2, the Saints and Ultor entered a non-aggression pact where, it's a non-aggression pact. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. The Saints won't do anything against Ultor. Ultor won't do anything against the Saints. They go their separate ways, and that's that. The Saints own Stillwater and do whatever they want within reason, without contending with the government that would put the smackdown on them if necessary. And Ultor doesn't do anything of particular note. One of the key things that happened in the DLC for Saints Row 2 was that certain members of the gang either sold out or betrayed you. Well, Julius betrayed you, so you had to take out Julius. So you took out Julius. Dex sold out, and selling out is a betrayal. And so you had to take out Dex. Now, unfortunately, you couldn't take out Dex, and unfortunately, there was no follow-up DLC where you could go to where Dex was and take out Dex. Or catch Dex when he comes into town, and then a new set of missions happens where Dex is running from you, and you take out Dex. But if you quit, it's blood in, blood out, right? So if you quit, it's not great. But if you sell out, or you betray the gang, then you know what's coming to you. But I'm just gonna start cutting things. So if you sell out, it's bad. The gang will come for you and take you out, as is reasonable. So why have I wasted a whole bunch of time, probably 2 minutes, saying any of this? Well, because the entirety of Saints Row 3 happens in an alternate universe where the idea is, what if the Saints sold out? What if everything the boss stood for was just that he didn't sell out first? Was just that he didn't betray the Saints and turn them into a cartoon comedy routine? What if the boss could do everything weak, sellout, lame, trashy? What if the boss was a weak, ineffectual boss and focused on making money and selling energy drinks rather than gangbanging and maintaining respect and power? So without further ado, this is going to be the second time I've played through this game. Now, I do hate this game with fiery passion, but I felt that my first playthrough could be better. And so I wanted to do better, Senator. So we'll do better. I hope. Alright. Thus spoke Zarathustra, over a shot of the stars, and a Star Wars reference. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's so crazy. Oh, so good. Right? Because that's... Ever been in the Saints? Yeah, alright. Alright. The story of human history. Since time immemorial, great leaders have risen from humble beginnings to... It's so immature. And so it was with the 3rd Street Saints. Since conquering Stillwater, the once small-time street gang has evolved into a media empire. Devolved, it's not an evolution, it's a de-evolution, but alright. A Saints movie is in development. Johnny Gat and Shandy are pop culture icons, and Pierce is the only competent member of the gang. The point is, the Saints are on the world stage and every criminal organization wants their crown. It's only a matter of time before one of them took the fight to the Saints. Except... What? Why would you... What? It's not a gang! It's a media empire! It's different! Even if it's run by gangsters, the gang is not the media empire! I know it's pedantic, but whatever. Yes, we get it. Honestly, that advertisement's probably the most fun part of the 20-minute opening.
Commercials. Easiest money you'll ever make.
Grand larceny's right up there. You ready for this?
No worries. I do my own stunts.
Hey, you're just a ride-along, man. So don't get all Hong Kong style in there.
I am a method actor. If I'm gonna play a saint with any degree of emotional truth, I gotta make it real.
Trust me, Burke. It'll be real.
You're robbing a bank dressed like yourselves.
Hell yeah. Who doesn't want to be Johnny Gat? Ultra postmodernism. Love it.
I'm cool with the Saints movie, but do we really gotta drag this asshole actor around?
Cut Josh some slack. He's just researching his part.
Yeah, I hope he signed a waiver.
All right, people. Nobody moves! Nobody dies!
Burke! Sorry, jumped his line. Can we go again?
You all know the drill. Can I get a picture with the boss?
Say sleaze.
Get in line, bitch!
Hey, don't be a dick.
Would you call yourself gangbangers? You're a bunch of pussies. We should be all up in their shit like... Fuck!
Oh, that's different. You got a plan, or we just shooting all these motherfuckers? That is my plan. Works for me. Where's the vault?
It's taxing. It's taxing. Every time I see this cinematic, every time I play this opening section, it's taxing. Cause like, Shandi says, I'm cool with the movie. What? But why do we have to drag the actor along? I thought you were cool with the movie. It's basics here, woman. But then, the Josh Berg turns around, he's like, I thought you guys were gangbangers. And it's like, yeah, because I thought the same thing too, Josh Berg, because to me it looks like they're just going through their daily routine. This doesn't feel like a high stakes situation. It just feels like your day job. It's not good to show the gang so apathetic, so heartless. It's the way I don't understand why we're doing this.
Go to hell! You wanna play, motherfucker?
Couldn't wait to kill him until we found out who these guys are. We're gonna die?
What happened to I do my own stunts?
Hey, do these look like scripts to you?
All right, people. Let's find that vault.
That's right, you fuckers!
Coming for ya!
Great job.
Jesus.
Get up, Burke. Let's keep moving.
I can't believe you launched that guy into a statue.
I can't believe you're still thinking about it.
Do you want to know who these people are?
Listen, all that matters is the vault. Let's find that and get the hell out of here.
All that matters is the vault. Let's find that. The level of capacity of the gang has gone down dramatically. They don't know the location of the thing that they're looking for, which, if you're gonna rob a bank, you should know, because you want to get in, get the cash, Get out. Have you ever played Payday? Or Payday 2? Come on, man. You gotta... you gotta do the job with precision, efficiency, and skill. The heists are really fun because of that. Like, the only time a heist isn't fun is here and in Grand Theft Auto Online, where if one person dies, the whole thing ends. But if you don't know anything about any single detail about what you're doing, why are you doing the thing that requires high skill, high knowledge, is a high threat level? Not requires a high level, but is a high threat level. Like, why are you doing this? Why did you go in with nothing? Why are we here doing this with nothing? Like, on the one hand, Shandi's completely correct, right? It's like she's acting out of character by being angry this entire time, but she's acting in character by being like, shouldn't we know who we're dealing with when we do the thing that we do? You know, the thing that the boss told everyone, like, foundational to Saints Row 2's story is the boss says, Shandi, you work on the Schmitty, Pierce, you work on the Ronin, what's this? Carlos. I can't believe I almost forgot Best Man Carlos. Carlos, you work on the Brotherhood. I want information. I want hit lists. I want everything I need to know, about taking out these guys. And we're gonna do this, and we're gonna run this town. We're gonna own this town. We're gonna run things. We're gonna kick it with style. And here it's like, we don't need to know. It's just a bank. We'll find the vault eventually. Who are these guys? Who cares? We're the Saints. The Saints were on top because the Saints were the best at their jobs. The Saints were on top because the boss is actually that good. Because Johnny Gat is actually that good. Because Shandi Pierce and, well, Carlos wasn't, but he could have been that good. The Saints were on top because of the way that they do their job. I don't know about you, but when I think of who's the best bodybuilder, or sorry, who can lift the most weight, I don't think of John down the street who has never lifted a weight in his life. I think of the Scotsmen who lift those freaking rocks in succession, where they're like the spheres. You gotta like lift them up, and each one is heavier and heavier and heavier. I think of the Scotsmen who do that challenge for fun, right? I don't think of the guys who don't do anything at all and are just like, we're just the best, we don't need to try, and then, then they fail. Anyways.
Is this what it's normally like?
Normally, the tellers don't use fucking shotguns.
Yeah, normally banks don't look like a palace either.
Normally you get information before you do a job. It's just a little bit simple.
You see those statues before you blew them up?
You forget the horses. These guards are packing military-grade hardware. Who the hell are we robbing?
I can't breathe.
No way we're cracking this thing. Ready for plan B? Yep. Josh, get over here.
Got the tools right here, Holmes. So, what's plan B? Huh? We drill it?
Fuck no. We blow it.
What? Not cool, man.
Time to get to work.
I know that it's a bit much to ask, right?
We'll need to set those above the vault.
I know that it's a bit much to ask. And I don't mean this in any mean kind of way. But
We've got company.
I don't
Looks like
care.
they're coming in from the lobby.
That's great. I feel like...
What?
We need to talk.
We really don't.
It's just, if I die here, I don't want things to go unsaid.
I should be so lucky.
Shandi, you should be the one milking him for information. Genuinely, you should be the one milking him for information. Okay. I don't mean to be rude here, but I feel like it's a lot easier to break through these than it is to do what they do next. So let's go find out what they do next. But these are, I mean, that's pretty thick steel, right? Yeah, okay. But I feel like if we had the right explosives or the right tools, we could cut through those pretty quick and knock down the door and get in there, right?
Get him!
Right? I'm not even suggesting that we get like a tumbler and we like find out, you know, like what the right combination for the lock. I'm saying if we just had some thermite, we could probably melt these things down really quickly, and the Saints, in the position they are, would have it. I'm just saying, I feel like we're about to do the really dumb thing that we shouldn't do because the game developers don't really care. There we go. I don't do autographs. I don't do autographs. I don't do photos. But hey, let's do what the Saints do.
Let's get the chopper and lift this baby out of here.
Hey guys, you can call up the helicopter. Found the way to open the vault.
Don't touch it!
Josh, are you trying to get us all jail time?
What? I don't want to be some dude's bitch.
Do I have to go after him?
Forget about it, he'll be fine.
Are you trying to get us all jail time? I believe the thing you should be worried about is, are you trying to get us all killed? Pardon me, if it's not that simple for you. We have a lot more to worry about than a few days in the slammer. All right? I think we have something to worry about of a few thousand years in the dirt.
How long until the chopper gets here?
I don't know. Probably like 2 waves of SWAT guys.
Sounds about right.
So like, it's just something to point at, and point at so that it's noticed. Everything so far has been big, bombastic, and loud. The opening, the first part of the first cinematic, the whole first mission, it's all very loud and bombastic and explosive. There's no time to slow down and consider things in any kind of capacity. There's no setup. It's just like, well, you're the best. Have fun. And it's like, I am the best, but like,
Here they come!
I want you to make me work for it.
I haven't had this much fun in years!
Come on.
I'm gonna kill Burke if I see him again.
Oh, I thought you two really had something there.
Oh, don't even go there.
Hey,
I've been through
just
this.
saying.
I've been through this game probably 10 times. I can promise you, you won't. You won't even touch Burke. It's antithetical to your character, but
You wanna play, motherfucker? Chopper should be here soon. Just gotta hold out a little longer.
They busted out the riot shield.
arr.
Take him out!
Really? A fucking attack chopper?
Seriously, who are these guys?
A bunch of...
I don't know, maybe you should have looked that up before you attacked him. I just feel like maybe Pierce was right in Saints Row 2, but only in the context of this game where you should have had a flippin' plan. It was easy enough in Saints Row 2 where it was just the lobby, the vault. But here is different because it is the lobby, the tower, the vault. And you should have known that there was a flippin' tower and how to get into this thing. And come on, man. This is amateur hour. Any gang members, any gang member from any gang could do this better than you. Anyone could do this better than you. This is pathetic.
Like old times, huh, Shandy?
Like, no, Gat, she's not of our generation. She's the next generation. It's not like old times. It's like the times you're currently in. Like old times is referring to a period of time that is either gone or this, it's gone and this reminds you of it. Like, this is not
Here's our
something
ride.
you say like old times to, because if you're the Saints, this is the time. It's not like old times. It's like the current time. Because this is what you do, right? You're a gang, right? Ostensibly, you're a gang, right? And what is this plan? You know what else? What is this plan? First off, what is this plan? We're gonna go in, blow the floor on this place, and then yoink the thing out and drag it back to our place? Why? Because we're an international multimedia empire? Okay, so you just do stupid stuff because you have money. I see. How about instead we just take it, we drop it a few stories. The vault is not likely going to, like, drop it from the height of a skyscraper if you really feel like it, but I suppose I would suggest you just drop it from high enough that the door will bust open, right? Then you already have your guys on the ground, they take the money, you guys fly off into the sunset, it's clear. There's 1,000 different ways, 1,000 different better ways to do this, but what are we doing?
And you?
I'm staying with the boss.
We'll see you when we touch down.
All right, let's go. Hold her steady.
Where'd all the security come from?
Stay calm and stick to the plan.
Well, let's just keep let's keep going.
Thought I shot that thing down.
Well, no, I don't know why you would think that. Because you didn't get any indicator that it was gonna fall down. And what do you mean Troy can't bail you out of this one? It's not his jurisdiction! You're not in Stillwater!
Make this easy on the squad for once. Please autograph and then put down your gun.
The hell are we still here?
The controls aren't responding.
Then get it fixed. I'll hold off the cops.
You can't kill them all.
I don't appreciate that kind of negativity.
Where is this building? Hold on.
This publicity stunt is over. We have to take you in.
Get us higher.
I'm trying not to get shot here.
So go higher, idiot! Get us higher. I'm trying not to get shot here. Well, if you go higher, it's gonna get really hard for them to hit a very small target. Go higher. Or, don't sit still, idiot. We should be flying through the city. We should be going places. But instead you're just holding position.
Damn it, watch where you're flying.
He's not flying anywhere. He may be holding onto the controls, but all he's doing is holding onto the controls, doing this motion.
Step away from the vault. Put the vault down.
No shit, you think?
Well, now we can't fly anywhere because we're in extreme danger. So we're gonna have to put the vault.
Turn yourself in. My son wants...
I can promise you your son doesn't want to meet Shandi. I know you were going to say my son wants to meet Shandi. Your son does not. Your son does not want to meet Shandi.
That's right. Don't fuck with... No, 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 no!
Oh boy.
Well, shit.
Indeed. Indeed. Yes. Notice loading. I don't know what that is. Oh! That's right. Okay, we have to pick what character we're gonna be. Who do we want to be? Well, we're gonna be a generic woman number 1. Why are we gonna be generic woman number 1? Because this is an alternate universe where the Saints sell out, so it doesn't have to map to generic dude number 3. Or 2? Oh, it's the generic woman number 1, generic dude number 1. So it doesn't have to map to generic dude number 2. So let's just go with, you know, let's go with that. Now, let's see. Let's go build. We're gonna do, I think it was 51. Hold on, 51.9. Yes, yes. Wonderful. Okay. Drop that down. I have a set of a set of screenshots to do the character around. So I'm gonna do that, then we'll move into the game and get on with it. The things worth noting, right? Let me spend a minute on this. Things worth noting for the game, right? The sex appeal slider, it's very entertaining, right? On guys, it's a groin slider. On women, it's a breast slider. It's very funny. That's very funny. Like water balloons on your chest. It's not attractive at all. You've got the body mask, which is like, 3 types of tans. You've got skin options, or you can be whatever you want. You can go Mr. Popo, or you can go, what's his name? What's his name? The Silver Surfer. You can do whatever you want. You can do Mr. Manhattan, or Dr. Manhattan, or is that Dr. Manhattan? You can do Dr. Manhattan, whatever tone Dr. Manhattan actually was. It's a little difficult to tell. Or you can just stick to the normal stuff. And we're going to stick to the normal stuff by not changing that at all. The build, okay. This is garbage. It's not that this isn't a good system to use. It's a simple system, and in its simplicity, it is fine, right? Because you can be rather bulbous, you can be particularly muscular, and with the guy's build, it gets really muscular because guys, naturally have a more muscular form there. But this is you on steroids. This is you if you never worked out a day in your life and had junk food all the time, and this is you if you never had, well, anything to eat ever. And that's fine, right? It's a fine system. It's just not a great system. And they had a great system in Saints Row 2, but they should have taken that system and expanded it a bit more. I'm trying to scratch my head. When you see me do that, I'm scratching basically this area. No reason to say that at all. Anyways, but it's a fine system. It's not a great system. And they had a great system in Saints Row 2. All they needed to do was either port it over or expand upon it. And porting it over would have been great. It would have been a satisfying system. But unfortunately, they didn't do that. And so here we are with a bare bones body build system. The kind of thing that you would expect the developers of Fallout to use, and they do! They do pretty much in all games in the future. No, but they do at least for Fallout 4, and I assume they'll do that for Fallout 5 in 20 years when Todd Howard finally decides to announce it. What? I didn't... Okay, anyways. But it is the kind of system you would expect to find in a Fallout game rather than like a game with a quality character creation system. And I rail against Fallout because they just need to do better work. As for these, this is well, hold on. As for these sliders are really great. The face customization is really good. Like, there's a lot you can do with it, right? I like that a lot. The hair is really bad. This is just it's all awful, right? It's either like really stiff and textured single like gelatin blob, or it's no, go back. Or it's well, actually no, everything is just kind of like a really stiff colored gelatin blob. It's not great. It could be better. And I'm not gonna rail like forever on it, but like it's not that good. Okay, so let's move on from that. Let's pick the hairstyle I'm going to pick with the hair color I'm going to pick. Use the eyebrows and the hair color for the eyebrows. Now let's work on the face. This, I have a set of sliders to work with, so I'm gonna get that. We'll move on from this like now. Okay, 39, 50, 43, 44. Whoop. This is a character I made probably 6 years ago. Not 6 years ago. Maybe 10 years ago? I'm not sure how long ago. This is a character I made long ago enough I can't remember. Because I didn't look at the last time I played Saints Row 4 before I turned on Saints Row 4, so I can't tell now when I played Saints Row 4. So I'm going to have to figure that out. But I made this ages ago, and I like it. I think the character, when I'm done making the character, is fairly attractive, and that's good enough for me. But the 24, and then 100. All right, and of course the interim is not going to look good for a while. That's it. That was, hold on, the last one was eyes, right? The last one was eyes. Okay. So this one is what? Cheekbones. Okay, that one's pretty simple. Cheekbone height at 46. And cheekbone depth at 47. And then we move on to nose. Pretty simple that. Alright, we got 62. 57. 35. 58. 50, 50, 50, 60. 71. Alright, what's next? Alright, 71, 50, 50. 69. 50 all the way down to nose style and 73. Okay. And we've got, the love of God, tell me I'm recording. I am recording. Every now and then I do freak out about, am I recording? I am. Mouth time. Mouth 50, 50, 32. 50, 15. 50, 16. 50, 15. 50. Alright, so upper lip side size is here. Then middle height, then middle size, then side height. 50 side size. It's 15. And we got side depth 50. 50, 15, 50, 80. That looks fine. Okay, next. Chin depth 45. Elevation 21. 35. 40. I'm sorry, that's 50. I thought it was 40 for some reason. 13. 34. 41. Here we go. Okay, jaw. Jaw shouldn't be too much. It's exactly one slider change, that's 26. Okay. There we go. Now we got the hair, the face done. Now it's time for the makeup. Bum, bum. I think we go with that. Black. Great. Eyeshadow. It's a little on top, little on top. That, tone that down a little bit. Don't want it too thick. But I do want it visible. Wonderful. Okay. Cheeks, mouth. Gonna go with lip gloss. Black. Fingernails. Can you tell I have a particular preference? Okay. Wait, what's items? Oh, that's nothing. Nothing worth. Wait a minute, hold on. No, 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 no. But the bandages, maybe. Maybe. I kind of like that. We're gonna stick with that. Alright, personality. You got the voices.
I'm having fun. It's all good.
That's the voice that is playing beneath the speaker.
My next idea? Stripper vision. It'd be like your own personal stripper in a giant television-like box.
that is really stupid, but I like that joke. I've always liked that joke, though.
With a turbo-powered bulldozer, traffic would be no problem.
Not a super fan.
I told my therapist I wasn't responsible for the awful things I do. It's almost like someone else is controlling me. When I was a child, my father would make me fight the dogs for food. It made me who I am today.
Last time I played through with the Russian voice, I came to dislike the Russian
chief,
voice.
and how do I get him on payroll?
Okay.
Everything could be improved with more strippers. Who the fuck is the police chief, and how do I get him on payroll?
Yep. So I played with female 1 most of the time. I played with female 2 last time, and I liked the romance, the one-sided romance. That was probably the funniest part of the game, was the one-sided romance with the boss for Pierce. Sorry, I meant to say for Pierce. The boss, because the boss has a one-sided romance for Pierce, and it's very funny. I want to do this voice, I really do, but I feel like it would gut a little bit of my ability to comment or to critique the game if I chose it, because like it would be funny, right? To just hear all the groans and moaning with none of the dialogue, and honestly, points to him for that. That's really funny. Just putting in the capacity to just have as the entirety of the boss's speech.
Everything could be.
But we're gonna go with
strippers.
We're gonna go with the one that lets us suffer through the dialogue that I also haven't done, and I believe this is the Latina voice. So we're gonna go with that. The compliment.
Anytime you want.
I'm gonna go with the classic taunts I've always used. We got Vogue in the.
I
Don't.
love the sight of jealousy.
Anyways.
I love the sight of jealousy.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Dollar Dandy. Please stop saying it. And Vogue, because those have always been my favorites for that. And yeah, let's start. Let's get into the game proper. We've been caught by the cops. Arrested, if you will.
The fuck is this? We paid up this month.
Someone paid more.
What happened?
We got arrested.
No, to us.
You sold out.
Burke's right. We traded our dicks in for pussies.
True.
Seriously. Movie deals, commercials. Saint's name used to mean something more than body spray and some ass-tasting energy
Yeah.
drink.
Our brand's worth a shitload of money.
That's sellout talk.
Is that what it's all about?
That's sellout talk.
Always about the money, Mr. Gat.
No,
Which
sellouts.
is precisely why our employer wishes to speak with you.
Sellouts.
If you'll indulge us.
I gotta be quiet. I gotta be quiet. I have a lot to say, but I gotta be quiet.
You have any idea who you're fucking with here?
Of course.
3 people in cuffs. Not a lot.
A remarkable likeness. These visions are Viola and Kiki, and I am Philippe Laurent, chairman of a multinational organization called the Syndicate.
Never heard of it.
Evidently not, or you would not have robbed our bank. Perhaps you wonder why you are still breathing at this point.
Actually, I wonder why my foot's not up your ass at this point.
Like it or not, Mr. Gatt, our organization is expanding into Stillwater. I am offering you the chance to leverage your assets against your lives. Ladies?
You may continue to operate the Saint Soltor Media Group as you see fit, in exchange for 66% of your monthly gross revenue.
That is before taxes, of course. Listen, you French fuck.
Please. I am Belgian.
So make yourself a fucking waffle. We done here.
And I had so hoped to come to a rational business arrangement.
What the hell's going on? Boss, you gotta bail.
No, not without you.
What, there's like half a dozen guys? I can take them.
What about the plane?
I'll fly it back to Stillwater.
Johnny, you can't even drive stick. How you gonna fly a plane?
Details, details. Just cover the boss. Go. I got this.
Okay, so the idiocy of that whole comment from Shondi, Johnny, you can't even drive stick. How are you gonna fly a plane? If there's anybody who knows how to drive stick, it's Johnny and the Boss. Do you know why, if anybody knows how to drive stick, it's Johnny and the Boss? Because Johnny and the Boss were rolling around as the 3rd Street Saints in, like, the 90s. And do you know what happened, like, or at least the early 2000s, right? If we're really going to take it like, you know, the game's progression exists in exact... if we're really going to take it, the game's progression happens in exact order of, like, game's release. So let's look up the first one. No, not... Oh, just give me the Wikipedia page, you idiot. Oh my god. Yes, come on. Okay. So, like, the first game happens in 2006, right? If we're gonna say that in 2006 there were still cars that had manual transmission. So if Johnny is, like, in his early 20s by then, at least his parents have had a stick shift, he's likely been taught by his parents to run a stick shift, or from, you know, like, taking car, or from what's it, hijacking cars or stealing cars. He's probably had to drive a stick shift. He's probably had to learn how to drive a stick shift, because if you are, you know, if you're old enough, like I am, you know that for a good many years, automatic was seen not only as culturally, like, it was seen as weak and, like, it was seen as weak and unmasculine, but on top of that, it was also expensive. It wasn't just standard. The car companies hadn't standardized automatic across all the cars. So Johnny knows how to drive a stick without a doubt. He's not an idiot. You're very stupid for suggesting he's that dumb, you know, to not know stick in a world where you have to drive stick. It's like even women in those times had to learn how to drive stick, right? Hence the idea of the kid driving the car and they constantly, like, go forward and stop because they keep screwing up in first gear and shutting the car down because the car will just shut down if you screw up in first gear. You can tell how little experience I've had with stick shift driving. I'd love to have more, but unfortunately the homogenization of the automatic transmission just erased that. I would install a manual in my car today if I could afford it. It'd be neat. It'd be really cool. It's going to become an eccentricity in time. Actually, it's already an eccentricity. It's going to become a rich man's eccentricity in time. However, there's one person who can drive stick. It's Johnny. Shut up, Shondi. Secondly, do you have any idea who you're messing with? 3 guys in cuffs. What do I have to worry about? We've got guns trained on you right now. Did you think you had the power here? I'm sorry, friend, but, to quote, to do the Bane motion, it's like, I'm sorry, do you feel in power? Do you feel in charge? No, you're not in power here. The only thing that saved you was the superhuman feat of Johnny Gat to rip those screws out of the bottom and bend that metal. Johnny poured all his points into adrenaline, right? What's next? What's the other complaint? I think Viola's voice actress could use a little bit of work. That's really it. I like Viola, but I think that she could use a little more work. For the deal, hey guys, we got 13% more, right? The Brotherhood offered us only 20. These guys offered us 33%. Honestly, it seems like a good deal. I mean, it's the paycheck, right? It's all about that money, bro. The Saints' name ain't worth nothing but a paycheck, right? Remember, because we're selling out for the dough, right? Yeah, come on, let's sell out for the money, It's not about who you are. It's not about what you stood for. It's not about what you fight for. It's about how much money in the bank. Do you get it now? The idea, the attitude is that, guys, are we sellouts? And I'm sitting here in the back of the room. Yes! I'm sitting here in the back of the room. Yeah, bro. We sold out ages ago. Of course we sold out. I was against the idea. Like, guys, are we sellouts? Oh my god, we have an energy drink. We're doing commercials in Japan. We've got a multimedia empire. Guys, are we sellouts? As I'm wearing a suit with like 56 different brands on it. I've got like sunglass. I've got like thick rimmed, ugly glasses that just say like Saints Flow, drink to feel like a real man or some crap. Right? Like Saints Flow gives you wings, something stupid. You know? It's like, guys, are we sellouts? I don't know, man. Check the lapels on your jacket. Do you see a brand name? The answer's yes if you can see something like that. Guys, are we sellouts? Yes! Yes! You sold out years ago and it only now occurs to you? Guys, are we the baddies? Yes! You've become Julius. No, worse. You've become Dex. You have quit doing all of the actual gang-banging stuff for money. For the cash. For the paper. For the cha-ching. What are you on about? It's too late to turn back now. You're nothing. What? Let's go.
He's a big boy. He'll figure out what to do.
Attention passengers, this is your new captain speaking. Our updated flight plan has us landed in Stillwater. I'd like to remind all passengers to remain seated and enjoy the flight.
See? Johnny's already making friends.
Ooh, I can see some of our passengers are getting restless. Here's some relaxing music for your enjoyment.
I do have to say, Daniel Day Kim's part, small that it was, is really the best part of the... is some of the most fun part of the game, right? Johnny is the one who questions, guys, are we sellouts? And honestly, Johnny is the kind of guy who would be like, as much as I love Cap and Fools, are we living up to our potential? Are we doing what's best for the gang, right? Because Johnny actually did care about the Saints. He was the most loyal to the Saints. He's the guy that would, well, unfortunately canonized as very literal, but he's the kind of guy who would, like, he would go to hell to grab the soul of the boss and drag it back to the real world so they could keep fighting and keep killing and keep, you know, keep doing what they do. Right?
My apologies. Your captain is having troubles finding the clutch.
Nice one,
So,
boss.
do I have the pistol yet? I do not have the pistol yet. But she's got the pistol.
Yo, I'm opening the cargo bay doors. Find some chutes and jump out the back. It should be clear.
I can be anyone.
But Johnny is the kind of guy who would, you know, go, like, who would fight at the, like, who would, you know, what's the phrase? I can't think of the phrase. He's the guy who would, you know, stay with you until the end times, and then he would fight after the end times with you, right?
All right, motherfucker. You gonna need more help than that, Frenchie.
I am Belgian.
Same thing.
I am going to cut that disrespectful tongue from your mouth.
Oh yeah? You and how many of your... Oh, that many.
And here's the thing, it's kind of funny to hear Johnny be like, yeah, you and how many? You and what army? Oh, that army. Well, that changes things, right? It's funny to hear Johnny do that kind of a line. Unfortunately, the reality is Johnny wouldn't say that because Johnny did actually take on you and how many of your guys, right? Remember the final Ronin mission, Johnny's escorting Wu and the Ronin attack. And so Johnny starts fighting the Ronin, taking out the Ronin. He has like 2-3 cars come at him at first, and he like dodges out of the way of like a car to continue taking him out. Like, and as they're about to get out of the car, he kicks the door closed on the dude's arm or leg or whatever, and then he takes the AK and just like fires it into the car. It's really cool and awesome. Yeah, Johnny doesn't care how many guys you got. Johnny's gonna take you out, right? He's gonna do the job. So it's not the kind of thing. Oh, there we go. Not the kind of thing Johnny would worry about.
Johnny, we're about to jump.
Right on. I'll see you in still.
Johnny?
I just realized my character kind of looks like a monkey. I just see she was looking behind her with like this ape-like expression. Sorry. Yeah. So what I thought when I first played through this game, I just thought that they hit the radio, right? Because it's machine gun fire, radio cuts off. That doesn't mean Johnny's dead. Unfortunately, Shaunie's reaction implies that Johnny's dead, but that doesn't make any sense because again, she just hit the right, like they just hit the intercom system, right? Well, unfortunately, this is the moment where Johnny dies. Now, if you played Saints Row 4, you know Johnny lived. He got abducted at that exact moment or after he beat Lorette, doesn't matter. But he got abducted by Zinyak, so but for the sake of the story, this is where Johnny dies, and it's not handled well in the game, and I'll get into that further along when we get to this episode's gonna this game needs some work. I'm pretty sure I just have like a worse version of the game. I should probably get the updated version of it. But there's a lot of audio issues in that, so welcome to the problems. There's going to be a lot of audio cutoff or delay on driving. It just happens. Again, I have a very old version of it. But what was I going to say? Oh, we have to complete the mission before we can end the episode, but I will be ending the episode after this mission.
What the hell? What's wrong with you?
Also, there's no music because of copyright concerns. I don't want to have to redo my videos or edit sound out of my videos if I don't have to. There are going to be parts where I have to. There's a part where Kevin and Carrick Wallflowers play and I won't be able to do anything but cut the audio for the section. There's another part where I'll probably have to cut the audio because there is a rap song playing underneath it, and I'm pretty sure I'll get hit for that. And I can't have any audio for the credits because Power plays over the credits, and it's something I can't choose not to play over the credits. Not that I don't like Power. Love the song, fantastic song. Actually fits really well, but in the places it's used. However, it's about having my video be able to go up and not pay some corporation for my work unsolicited. You know, like, they're not paying me to do a video about Saints Row 3. They're not paying me to comment on it and critique it at the end of it. They're not paying me at all. No one's going to be paying me probably for many years or ever. And I don't want to give any potential money that I'd have to someone else without my permission. Like, without my will behind it. So, I consider it theft.
Now you're no one stands in my way for long.
Much like the companies consider, everything that doesn't make them money a violation of whatever it is they, a violation of, I don't know, whatever bizarre morality system they have.
Take this one out.
Alright. Let's play a little dodgeball. La-di-da. Kaboom. Save the girl.
I'm not gonna lie. For a minute, I didn't think you'd make it in time.
Come on, who's your girl, What the hell is that?
What is what?
Hey, Shaundi, don't freak out or anything, but we're about to be run over by a plane.
What do you mean, don't freak out? Do you have a plan?
Sure, I shoot out the window, land in the plane, kill Philippe, and then I bounce.
You mean we, right?
Nope.
Wait, what?
This should be easy.
My girl just like... it's like... You just explain to Shaundi the whole situation, and then my girl just stares lovingly into Shaundi's eyes for about 30 seconds. Very weird, but neat. So that whole section's unnecessary because the boss pulled the parachute way too early. Just way too early. You couldn't even see the city. Way too early to pull that parachute, but they did. Secondly, if you go frame by frame in that cinematic, they actually skip the entire room where... I believe they skip the entire room. Like, you go in through the cockpit, and then they basically skip representing the entire room that Johnny and Philippe were in when they were fighting. So you can't actually find out by going frame by frame if Johnny's actually dead or not. So, that's just neat.
Well, that kind of worked.
I remember doing, like, I went through... I went through it one time and actually looked for it because I was curious, you know, if I could actually find out the details before having to play Saints Row 4. You know. Yeah. It turns out you actually can't see that room. Because it's not rendered in that cinematic. Oh, allergies, I hate the Alright, let's keep going down.
How is that plane carrying all that shit?
Well, in a good mission, it wouldn't be something that we have to do, but the plane also wouldn't be this high up. Where were you, in the mesosphere? It doesn't feel like you were in the stratosphere. You can go into the stratosphere in-game, it certainly... I think you can't. No, you can't. But you can go pretty high up in-game, and this is way too high.
You're a fucking asshole!
Yes, but I'm your asshole.
I mean, I do like that retort.
Gentlemen, negotiations were less than successful. Viola and Kiki will spread the word. Steelport belongs to the Syndicate, and the Saints are not welcome. Mr. Kilbane, gather your luchadores and bring me their leader's head. Mr. Miller, hack into the Saints' accounts and leave them nothing.
If you know anything about an ATM, you know you can't get $1 million for an ATM. They only have a set amount that they'll allow you to, like, pull from any bank at any given time. It doesn't matter how fancy, how rich, how whatever you are. You're not going to get that much from an ATM. However, this should just be something the boss expected. You're in a foreign city. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Oh, I'm so put off by the fact I can't get money in Steelport. Well, yeah, Stillwater's your home turf, idiot. What are you on about?
The body of Mr. Gatt will be a message for all who oppose the Syndicate. There is no mercy, only death. Don't mourn your friend. You'll be joining him soon.
Loren's gonna pay for this.
I'm sure he will. Unfortunately, his payment will be swift and unceremonious. But that is not super important. You know what? I feel like we can go a little bit longer.
Steelport. It's kind of like Bangkok's abusive father.
When's the last time you were here?
Spring break.
You know, what's up with the whole field boss thing?
You don't want to know.
You think you can show me around?
Look, I was really high the last time I was here. Just drive. It'll come back to me. Just not doing it for me right now.
So, like, I get that Shaundi is, like, Shaundi has done a lot of drugs in the past. However, the thing is...
Where's the closest gun store?
Why don't you just look up friendly fire on your phone?
What?
It has GPS, right? Check your map.
And like the boss would know that because the boss isn't an idiot.
We should let Pierce know what's up.
I texted him. He's bringing the crew.
We're pretty tapped for cash. Any ideas on how we can score guns for the boys?
Yeah, we raid the guard armory.
All right. Sounds good to me.
You can't be serious.
What's wrong with robbing a military complex?
The fact that you have no people and you can't do it, you don't have the funds, and it's not going to succeed because it's the military. In an American, like on American land. On American land. Right? There ain't no way that's happening.
Comes to mind.
Hey, yeah, being shot comes to mind. Not attacking the United States government, which is not something you would do, regardless of whether or not you were a multimedia empire, but okay.
Let's go with plan B. You raise money turning tricks.
Also a shitty idea.
You could always get it.
Honestly, given her attitude and how she's only been angry so far, and how she'll only be angry for the rest of the game, so much so that I just call her One Note, I know it's actually, she's right. She's actually gonna be really bad at turning tricks, so.
To the field boss business.
Not cool.
I'm just throwing out options here.
All right. We'll pick a fight with the military.
We shouldn't, that's really dumb.
Atta girl.
Like, it's really dumb. It's absolutely the thing you shouldn't be doing. Like, why?
You know any guys who live around here?
Yeah, I keep up with one of my exes.
You think he'd let us crash there?
Already offered it to Pierce and the boys.
Man, you're really on top of this.
I know.
Yeah, see, the thing is, she being really on top of this, it's actually in her character to be on top of this. And to be more technologically knowledgeable. Unfortunately, she's just kind of generically capable. Hold on. Rather embarrassing, a dearth of driving ability on my part. Can't you see how much Nightblade means to me? Says pedestrian. Okay, what do we do? Buy upgrade weapons. Let's buy this pistol. We use the Cobra this time around. Great.
Where's this armory?
Not far. It's on the GPS. Wow.
Alright. Now. What do I do? I don't want to just... You know what? I'll customize the looks. No, that's a good point of contention. I can bring this up. Hold on. Now I'm trying to just get you killed. Like, what are you dumb? Hold on, sir. That's my car, and you don't know it. Yeah, go ahead. Keep turning out. Thank you. Donation to the Saints, always appreciated. Okay. Can I just, no. Alright. I forgot what point I was going to say. However. Oh, I know what point I was going to say. No, I don't. I have a point I was going to make in future. I don't know what I was going to say. So we're just going to keep quiet for a little bit and get to where I need to go. Or get to where I want to go, not to where I need to go. And given it some thought, raiding a military base is a really dumb idea. That's not what I was giving it some thought on. But what I was giving it some thought on is like, yes, you may have no funds, however, the assets that you still physically possess can't be just yoinked from you by a hacker. So that's pretty... that's pretty important, right? That said, the reality is that, you still have to find a way to make money. I don't know, I don't know where I'm going with this. Hold on. I'll have the thought later on. I'll have a singular thought later on. Once I figure out what I wanted to say. Alright. Okay, the top isn't here. But the necklace is. We're gonna use that. Too bright. That's perfect. Perfect Saints color. I don't have enough money. Alright, I'm just gonna cheat. I'm just gonna cheat. Oh no, you won't be able to make it. Get achievements. Who cares? Not that. Okay. Do I want to cheat for money, or do I want to cheat respect? And of course, I understand. What? You're gonna cheat? That strips the game of its value. No, it doesn't. We'll just do money. Great. Great. It's like it strips the game of the value. It strips the game of its challenge or whatever. The game isn't that challenging, all right? But secondly, give me that. But secondly, I just don't want to waste my time, right? Like I don't want to spend a whole bunch of time if I don't have to. Emo sneaks. I don't want to spend a bunch of extra time. Let's see, wrists, hands. I'm gonna do nothing. All right. I just don't want to waste a bunch of time I don't have to, and it just takes time.
Yeah, that's.
Busy, Shandi. Don't judge me. Is that it? Yes, that's the store I'm looking to go to. However, I have to go to another store first. All right. So, there's a number of things to consider when it comes to the clothing stores. I wish this camera would stop screwing me over. There's another thing to consider when when looking at the clothing stores. The reality is that, and this will help a lot. Planet Saints is kind of important for the conversation because it has the majority of the stuff. There is a limit on what you can get. Wait, hold on. Oh no, it's not there. All right. Or what you can wear. So there you can see the necklace, right? There's only certain outfits you can actually still see the necklace in. The bomber jacket. Why is the necklace not visible here, but it is visible on the all cleaned up or the all business hoodie? What's going on there? What's the problem there? Why can't I see the necklace there? All of these outfits should be created with the same idea, with the same layers, right? Again, business casual. Why can't I see the choker? Catwalk scarf has it. It has not only the scarf, which is like, you know, sewn onto the shirt, but then it's like shirt, you know, and then you can see that, but you can't see it on the Crooks and Castles t-shirt, and then you can't see it on any of the Crooks and Castles t-shirts. You can't see it in the varsity jacket. You can see it in Cucumber Cool, but you can't see it. Well, yeah, I know why you can't see it in Dinner in Paris. It's fine if you can't see it in Dinner in Paris, but Dress to Impress, you can see it, but then you can't see it in. Well, we're actually getting a lot of things that you should see it in. And a lot of things that you shouldn't see it in, right? You can see it in the hoodie up with shirt and tie, but again, you can't see it in the ones with like that. You know, you can see it in Lazy Bum hoodie, but you can't see it in. I always get a string of things, but you can't see it in mod male with sweater. You know, you can't see it in modern coat with jacket and tie, but you can see it in modern coat with sweater. What is this? What is this? Right? There's a little clipping there. That's just bad. You know, bad effort on the developers there. You know, but you can't see it in modern unbuttoned dress shirt, but you can see it in Music Junkie? Again, why can't you see it in these things you should be able to see it in? Right? You can see it in Saint City up and down, but you can't see it with Stylish Coat with Vest. Now, we are going to go with Saint's hoodie down. But I just think that it doesn't make a lot of sense. Actually, I have the colors backwards. I don't think it makes a lot of sense to do that. To have the... You basically have the thing be backwards, like that. Where is what I'm looking for? Is it in this shop? The sausage casing is probably the closest thing I can get until I do until I finish the game. Oh, we'll have to do that. Right, shoes are fine. We're not touching underwear. wrists, go with hands. We're gonna go with... Where are them hobo gloves? Really? They're not in this store either? That's wild. But, again, there's an absence of certain clothing options to overlap. Piercings, I don't want... Wait, hold on. Are these just all earrings? Yeah, okay. So no piercings here, but we'll go back to Nobody Loves Me, and then we'll get some piercings I missed. Yes. Almost done. Almost done customizing, then we can finish the mission and then get to the save point and then call it a day. Shaundi, you were right next to the door. All you had to do was get in. Alright, so I just have to turn around, drive up the street, take the left, and it's on the right. Or is it the left? It's on that street somewhere. But the customization already has issues with articles of clothing overlapping and not being visible in places where they should be visible. Not having an issue with the card articles of clothing where they shouldn't be visible, right? But where they should be visible, that's an issue. No. I think it was just like right before the bottom. Yeah, let's go with that. I like that. Perfect. Finishing out the look. Where's my car? Okay, let's take a new car. That car looks like junk now. Come on.
Johnny would like that.
No, well, I mean, yeah, because it would have been ridiculous to see, but I don't think that that's a particular good measure of Johnny's character. Okay. Is this still mapped to Let's Pretend? That's good. Because I think the gloves I want are in Let's Pretend. And maybe the pants I want are in Let's Pretend. I can't tell. Whoop, easy there, kiddo. Alright. Excuse me. Okay. Now I'm going to have some class. I'm not going to spend the money on weapon upgrades because with all this money I could upgrade my weapons to maximum immediately. We're only going to spend the money that we make to... It's going to be hard to gauge actually. Hold on. You spend this early money? Okay, so yeah. Anything above $1 million we can spend. Anything, like once we get near $1 million we can't spend any more. Ah! That was bad driving. Okay. As I'm still going to have some class here, I'm going to actually try and keep this in form with the game, and when it gets late game, then we can use the $1 million. But that's, again, late game. Right, wrists. Let's go with hands again. Do we have the hobo gloves? You gotta be kidding me. Where are the hobo gloves? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Where are they? Where are the gloves? What? I've been to Plant Saints, I've been to Nobody Loves Me, I've been to Let's Pretend. Is there another clothing store? Screw it, we're just gonna do leather gloves, I guess. For now, until I find the blasted gloves I want. Oh, I forgot to check lower body, because what I'm looking for might be in lower body. Nope, okay. That's that. Let's get out of here. Alright, we're wearing the gang colors, as every member should, and we're dressed up relatively fine. Alright. Rusty's needle is on the way, but having the fleur-de-lis does kind of actually hold to, you know... The fleur-de-lis, would it be? I'm not sure. Is that S silent? I don't know enough about French. Alright, let's get to the mission. Let's get this going, moving, and grooving. Anyway, yeah, so, yeah. I was gonna say something, and then I realized I've already said that thing that I said! So, episode's coming to a close. We're gonna do this mission. And, so another reason why it's really, really stupid, right? Another reason why it's really, really stupid to attack the military. You have no access to your funds. Yeah, theoretically, you could sell the helicopters after you do this mission. Or you could sell the excess weaponry after you do this mission. You can't sell the bomba, because you need the bomba. But, like, you can't sell that, but, like, the problem, herein lies the problem, By picking a fight with the military, you are asking for the smackdown. There's a certain level of anonymity, or at least plausible deniability, you need in a gang. It's like, well, you're a multimedia empire, then you need even more. You need even more plausible deniability, even more anonymity. You need these things that happen behind the scenes to stay quiet. And you could argue, well, it's parody. Well, it's satire. It's not satire, it's not parody, it's bad comedy. There's a difference. There's a certain level of structure that something needs in order for it to work. And that is fitting it into the real world. Fitting it, like, having something be ridiculous in a cartoon world is like, okay, it's kind of funny in the context of itself, but it's not the same as when you try and fit that, when you say that it's in the context of the real world, but then you present a cartoon world to everyone. It's like, it's the real world, look at San Francisco, and then you have like a Looney Tunes version of San Francisco. It's not the same. Because you know it's a cartoon world. It doesn't fit, it doesn't scratch that same itch because it's not the same kind of comedy. It's a different kind of comedy. But you're like, it's parody, guys. It doesn't work. I don't work that. Maybe I'm the fool, right? Maybe I'm the joke here, and that's fine. I still don't feel my comments are invalid, and I'm sure someday down the line, 20 years, I'll be that person in the video, and they're like, and this guy's really fully confident, and then all the comments are, you know, saying, wow, this guy's really delusional. Well, thank you, I appreciate that. Let's move on. I'm wasting time spinning my tires verbally.
Maybe you should have thought about that before attacking an armory.
Yeah, but thinking isn't really the boss's strong suit in this game, or yours, or Pierce's, or Gat's, or anyone's really, because no one has a brain cell.
How are we gonna do this with just the two of us?
Don't worry, Chris has that covered.
How are we gonna do it with the two of us? We're gonna walk in, cap some fools, and we're gonna move on.
Jeez, look at the size of that thing. Bet that's a hell of a way to end a gunfight.
Yeah, there's no way they'd have it just out on the street.
Oh, yes, it will be mine.
Yeah, right. Wait, you're serious, aren't you?
Yeah, are you that dumb? Because I thought it was painfully obvious.
I've got to defend the Saints.
Keep it up!
Come on, hit the head. Great. I believe I am getting off this base, officer. I don't think you understand. Or would you be a private? You're not really an officer. Anyways. Oh, man.
Here's the weapons cache, and these look like UAV drone controls over here.
UAV drone controls? Are you listening to yourself, Shandi?
Okay, is this really the time?
I'm just saying.
I mean, it's always the time.
That was eerily specific.
Alright, when does the part where I don't have to do this start?
With this much practice, I should be perfect.
Well, I'm really good, but let's face it. You, cinematically, are shown to be actually quite bad at this. Shotgun. Boop. Boop.
Okay, that was impressive.
Woman, all I did was walk into a room and blast some fools with a shotgun. That's not impressive. Come on, advance to the next mission. Chunk. Advance to the next sequence. Come on, guys.
This was probably a bad idea.
You think? Pierce, where are you?
You know me. I love to make an entrance.
Actually, Pierce, you were all about doing the job right. You were about impressing the boss with all of your skills and intellect.
Okay, now you're just saying that to piss me off.
Just shut up and use the damn things.
Why are we getting the hell out of here?
The boss won't leave without the bomb.
You gotta be kidding me!
The boss is really dumb.
Just launch. That wasn't me, I swear!
Come on.
Stop firing! I'm not!
Like, the reality is, and I mean this, you can probably just shut the thing off. Among other things. Probably just, you know. There's probably some sort of kill switch in this, but it magically doesn't exist for the sake of this section.
You think we got enough guns?
Please. You know what my answer to that is going to be?
So once we're loaded up, we're going after Loren, right?
Hell yeah!
No, the answer is no. We're not going after Loren after we load up. We're going to screw around for a little bit, and then we'll immediately decapitate... immediately decapitate the Syndicate.
You ready yet, Pierce?
Almost backed up.
Thank God.
I mean, it's as simple as putting 4 cables on the thing and dragging it with us. I don't know why it's taking you so long, Pierce. I think you're pretty bad at your job. If it's got to be this slow.
Nice one, boss.
We're all set. Get in the chopper.
On our way.
Anyways, let's finish this thing out. One more section. Gotta float on down to Shandy's ex's place.
Damn it! These guys are a pain in my ass!
We
Aren't
can't let
they?
them blow up the bomb. Or Pierce. That'd be bad.
I'm on it.
Be easier
Well, if the
these
bomb-
things weren't moving so fast.
If the bomb isn't armed, then it's not really a threat or an issue. I can't do anything about that. But if the bomb isn't armed, it's not really a threat or problem.
I'm still getting hit here!
Yeah, that's fine. You got plenty of health.
Boss, keep it steady up
In
there.
fact, I don't... Oh, there is that. Okay.
What's taking so long to get those things down?
Alright, come on. Shandy, what do you mean, are we just gonna stand here? We're in a helicopter, woman! We can't exactly start moving around. There we go. There we go. That should be pretty much it, because I can't see the other side, and it hasn't popped up. That helicopter hasn't moved to the other side yet. There we go. Alright, 2 more.
Don't think these dials are supposed to be spinning like this.
There we go.
I see my ex's place. Take it down over there.
There's gonna be enough room for this shit, right?
Looks like we're gonna find out.
Okay.
What you guys waiting for?
What are we waiting for? Well, like whatever, man. We're already at the location. I can't do anything. Okay.
So what's next? What's next is you go back to Stillwater.
What? No, this is my fight too.
Girl, you don't get messy.
Yes, she does.
Let us take care of business.
Fuck you. I'm doing this for Johnny.
All right, well, if we're gonna bring in the boys, we're gonna need a new place.
You're worried about real estate? We have guns. Let's use them.
Relax, Shandy. We got it all covered.
Yeah, because we're just gonna take a penthouse. And we don't need a new place. We could just take the whole block. We just take the whole lot that this building is on, hollow it out, and do whatever we want with it. And that would be cooler, but instead we're gonna take a penthouse. All right. That's enough for today. We've got UAV drones, which can rain down rockets all across the city. Wherever I am, I could call in an aerial strike. We've got... That's...
After seeing the Syndicate operation, I think we could go bigger.
at long last, and what a sweet mercy it is, we are finally free. We are finally free of the DLC conga line. Now, they fixed that in 4, where they just give you a notification says, you got a ton of stuff! And that's good. That's really good, because that's trash. Never do that. No developer ever do that. That's trash. Stop forcing me to look at every single notification of every single DLC I purchased. It's garbage. And you're garbage for not thinking, that's going to be really inconvenient if a player starts a game and has to watch all of the notifications at exactly the same time. But that is the intro to Saints Row 3. Welcome to being a sellout. It's not about the gangland culture. It's not about gangbanging. It's not about respect. It's not about anything but that next paycheck. Everything that we do is in favor and man, I can't even say the sentence right. Everything that we do from here on out is for the sole purpose of making that paper. Nothing else. But that's all for today. Have a good afternoon. And in case you're watching it at any other time of day, good morning, good evening, and good night.